Alrighty. Well, I'll say this now, I guess. Disclaimer, there might be some rude language in this video. And by rude, I mean cussing. And slightly, uh, slightly objective? No. Offensive. Offensive jokes or anything. So, anybody who has a weak immune system towards any of those things probably shouldn't watch. Anyway, I already have uploaded a few videos, and anybody that's seen them has told me, don't use disclaimer a lot, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah, well, I'm not a professional on this, so I don't see, the regular laws of YouTube. So I'm just going to do what I want to do and talk about what I want to talk about. My last video, I tried talking about DIY piercings and everything, and I know I went off subject a lot. I don't expect anybody to know what I'm talking about because I'm not like a big presence on YouTube or anything, but I did. And recently, sorry, I have the TV on in the background and I'm watching some shows to see what's up. Recently I started cosmetology school, so I haven't been uploading anything on here. Sorry, let me back up a little bit here. I haven't been uploading anything on here because I got a new phone and I was waiting for it to come into the mail, and I've just been doing my own stuff right now. And yeah, I started cosmetology school. I live in Arizona, so it's an Arizona school, and I mean, there's other locations as in states and everything, and it's called Avalon, and I fucking love it. It's beautiful school, and it's been top rated in at least my state. I don't know about yours or not. And just been doing that lately and doing what I need to do. Sorry, I'm watching eye candy and somebody's dying right now, so somebody's being a man. Oh my god, okay, sorry. Um, um, yeah, so DIY piercings, I know I started talking about it in my last video, but I mean, it all depends on somebody's own pain tolerance. In my last video I mentioned what I have pierced, so if you want to know what I pierced, you might have to deal with some bullshit, but it's in there. As far as dealing with any piercings I've had, a lot of people says don't use hydrogen peroxide. The brown bottle with the white top, and or the white clear bottle with the white top, which is not hydrogen peroxide, it's hydrogen peroxide. It's a different type of thing. I don't know the term for it. I mean, fuck that. Like, I'm normal. I just use what I need to use. I think the only thing I've ever used a saltwater solution with was my nipples when I had them pierced, and I pierced them myself as well. And honestly, I didn't really see a difference. I mean, besides the effect it had on my skin, which was nothing. Hydrogen peroxide always made it tingle, or if it was slightly crustier and infected, it bubbled up. But other than that, I saw no difference. I actually had a professional piercer girl that I went to school with. As soon as I told her I used hydrogen peroxide for anything, she was like, "Oh, don't you need to not use that because it like burns the skin and gets rid of that tissue and everything?" And I looked at her like straight in the face and I said, "Isn't that what you want to happen with a new piercing? You don't want that skin to grow back?" And then she did one of these. She was like, "Yeah, yeah, bitch. That's what I fucking want to happen." But I mean, after I said that, she didn't say anything to me. So I actually just recently, if you can see them, I gauged my ears bigger. They're at a 0 right now. I think I might want to go to a double 0. Not sure. Yeah, thinking about it. I stretched them myself. I actually skipped sizes. I went from a nothing, to a to an 8, then to a 4, then to a no, from a I think I went from an 8 to a 2 to a 0. No big deal to me anyway. But this person I work with, he actually went from whatever to a double 0, and he was like, "This is the worst pain ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it." And I told him, I was like, excuse you. You don't know shit about me. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I can handle pain pretty fucking well. So I did it anyway. And he actually had to go back because he blew out his ear. And blowing out your ear isn't anything good. I've never experienced it, but I've heard people that have. Um, he kept saying, what did he keep saying? He kept saying that it got extra crusty all the time, and it always hurt. Like, if you're ever experiencing pain for more than 2 weeks, then obviously your shit went wrong. And you should probably take it out and heal that shit right. Because, I'll be honest right now, I had to deal with that type of thing when I did my own nipples. And, I mean, I didn't really hurt, per se, but, I mean, I don't think they healed very well. Because nowadays, I still deal with my own, like, problems with it. I mean, I could still see where I had them pierced, even though they've been removed for more than, how long has it been? It's been more than 3 months. I can still see where I had them pierced at the time. Um, and other things, among other things. I don't think it needs to be shared. But if you don't take care of your piercing, of course, there's going to be signs of, the issues that you had with them. So, like I was saying with hydrogen peroxide, I had my issues with it, but it worked just as well as like any sea salt type shit. And another thing with the sea salt solution, which, is just a cup of sea salt, not a cup of sea salt, like 1 tablespoon of sea salt with a cup of water. There you go. And lukewarm water. I've done hydrogen peroxide and I haven't seen the remains of things as compared to with sea salt. It's really weird. Like, I've had my upper ears pierced before, and I've always used hydrogen peroxide with anything that I did myself. With anything that a piercer recommended, I tried doing sea salt, or I tried doing something else that they recommended, and it never worked as well as hydrogen peroxide. Like, I've had my lip before, and I used Listerine, and I could see the scar. I've had my nipples pierced before, I used a sea salt solution that they recommended, and I could still see, not the scar, but, like, where it was. Hydrogen peroxide I did on my ears, and I cannot see where I used to pierce my ears at, or, anything else I've used it on. Which is basically anything but my lip and nipples. So I don't understand why they say it's a bad thing, but I guess to each their own. I don't know. Yeah. And as far as my tongue goes, like, obviously I use Listerine, and, let's see. I have my venoms pierced. I used to have the third one. Let's see if we can still see the scar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of can. And I always use this Listerine, so you can always see the scar. Coincidence? I think not. But I'm not a licensed professional, so I guess I don't know.